Hi, my name is Sherry Michael, and today I will be discussing the topic of drunk driving because it's a really huge problem in today's society. Even though many people know the danger of driving under the influence of alcohol, they partake in the act for different standpoints. In my presentation, I will be going over different standpoints and different questions and different opinions. So, my first question is, what is the true definition of drunk driving? Drunk driving is the act of operating or driving a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol to the degree that mental or motor skills are impaired. So you have no control over your brain or over your actions or knowing what would the consequences of your actions be. So the first thing that I'll be discussing is, are drunk drivers considered as criminals? For the people who believe yes, believe that alcohol affects you in a way that changes your judgment, depth perception, as well as vital motor skills required to drive safely. Therefore, a drunk driver can be considered as criminals because drunk drivers are a threat to others' lives because they are not aware of their actions, as we said. However, some people believe it's no, because they believe drunk drivers should be considered as criminals because alcohol is a mind altering drug. Therefore, they're not the ones making a personal decision of putting someone else in danger. For this reason, they think they shouldn't be responsible of whoever they put in danger. Next, they ask, my question is, what are the causes and consequences of being intoxicated while driving? The causes are, many people who drive while being under the influence of alcohol believe that alcohol is not controlling their actions while driving. For example, a young driver named Victoria Wollaston quoted, "Alcohol doesn't impair our ability to control our actions, it just makes us care less." Therefore, some drivers don't believe that they're putting themselves in danger, just like this driver right there. The consequences are temporary impounding of your vehicle, a fine for up to several $1,000s, installation of an ignition lock that prevents your car from starting if you've been drinking, probation, possible jail time, driver's license suspension, and completion of substance abuse classes at your own expense. The next topic is, do drunk driving and texting while driving share the same perspectives? Because they're almost the same thing done in the car. Almost. For the people who believe yes, they think they're both dangerous. Both of them can cause serious harm, which later results in the same negative consequences, and both can be held liable for the injuries and the deaths that results from texting and driving and being drunk while driving. For for the people who believe no, they believe that while drunk driving, an individual can be fully aware of the harm he or she can cause, while drivers who text and drive aren't fully aware of the consequences of their actions while driving. Therefore, drunk driving is way less dangerous than texting and driving because you could actually look at the road, while the people who text and drive do not look at the road. Next topic is drunk driving beneficial or harmful to an individual? Drunk driving is not beneficial to an individual. However, it could only bring harm to the person driving on the driver surrounded by the drunk driver, because one drink will have an effect on your judgment and driving ability. And it was found that a drunk driver would be labeled as a criminal for breaking a law, and he or she can be held responsible for the injuries or death. The next topic is, should drunk driving law get stricter? Some people believe it's yes, and some people believe it's no. For who believe it's yes, believe that people would be more afraid of the consequences of breaking the law, which would lead them to be more careful with making the right decision on whether to drive under the influence of alcohol or not. It was also found that countries with strict drunk driving penalties have far lower incidence of accidents than the United States. for who believe it's no, they think it's a waste of time because you would have to pay for a DUI, which is driving under influence tickets, and you would have to pay for a lawyer to dismiss the ticket, and the car insurance payment will decrease. It would also be a waste of time because if a driver's license gets suspended, then a person would be fired from a job for not being able to be present at the job. And also, you would have to go to court to dismiss the ticket and attend a treatment session. Therefore, do not drink and drive because it's very dangerous and you're putting others in threat. Thank you. This is my works cited.